Hello Tarot viewers, welcome to our timeless and general tarot reading entitled Good Morning Tarot. I am looking right now at the crystal ball and what I can see is a big edifice. It looks like a church and there seems to be a walkway or a big frontage in this edifice. Maybe a garden, and just in front of the big building, it can be a house also, maybe a mansion. In front of this big building, which can be a church or a mansion, there is a statue. I think it's a white statue. Well, it can be a statue of a saint or something. And there's a man walking, or a person walking towards this statue. It seems that this person is holding a stick upwards. I don't know why. I couldn't discern what this stick-like structure that this person is holding upwards. What possible thing is it? An umbrella? I'm not sure if it's an umbrella that this person is holding up, okay. Or maybe the person is, I don't know why the person is holding up a long object. You know. It seems that the person is walking towards the statue. What I can think of is maybe he's holding an umbrella and I just couldn't see the upper part of it. But he's holding up a certain stick, he or she. The first energy is that of a masculine energy. So there's a big edifice like a church, a man walking towards a statue in front of the church. Yeah, it's like a wooden, it's like a, why did I say a wooden statue? It's a white statue. Maybe it's made of stone. Yeah. And I think it's that of a saint, because I'm not sure, not completely, but there seems to be sort of like, you know, when they try to depict a saint, there is a halo, yeah, something like that. Well, that is what I can see. If it resonates with you, then maybe there is something here in this reading for you. Okay, so let's start the day by trying to find out what is the main energy, our main energy for today. Okay. We are using right now the giant rider Waite. Okay. For our main energy, we will use the bottom card. Okay. Looks like we are leaving something behind, and the universe is giving us something new. For some of us, the first thing that comes to me right now is saying goodbye. Saying goodbye is sometimes sweet sorrow. There's a certain sweet sorrow. Sometimes, yeah, we hate to let go. But I don't know, it's like a situation right now that for some of you, you don't really want to let go, you don't really want to say goodbye, but somehow circumstances in your life is closing. Anyway, the universe is like is closing the situation and you have to say goodbye. It can be that for some of you, you will have to travel because this person seems to be wearing something, you know, that is like a cloak. And when you wear something like that, it's like, yeah, maybe some of you will be going on a journey. It's black. So it can be also that somebody passed away and you have to say goodbye. Or it can be that somebody has passed away for quite some time now, and the person is still in mourning, or still in mourning of the loss. No, You know, it takes a long time for us to really get over the loss of somebody, especially if that somebody is very significant for us. No? But yeah, death is one chapter that closes that you cannot go back to anymore. But whatever it is, it can be also a closing of a certain relationship. Like, for example, some of you might be traveling somewhere else. I feel that is more the energy that some of you is traveling somewhere else and you will have to say goodbye. It can be deep friendships, no. But somehow I felt that before the chapter closed, there might have been some hurt feelings between you and whoever it is, no. And you were hoping that things would not have been like that. I mean, that things would have been in order. You know how it is leaving a cup that is standing in order, but what you are looking at is a cup that has fallen down and many things are spilt in the ground. So it can be that, yeah, there might have been some exchange of words, no, that might have hurt both of you and the person concerned, no. It can be several persons concerned. There might have been an incident that might have, yeah. But it's, you know how it is, sometimes it's done and you cannot undo it anymore. You wish you wouldn't have said certain things, but you have already said it. And at this present moment, you cannot do anything about it right now. But you're too worried with it to the point that you are failing to see that there are new cups that the universe has given to you. Or maybe you're already aware of the cup that the universe is giving to you, but still the sorrow of the loss of the previous cups still affects you at this present time. Well, there's always hope, no? The wheel of fortune turns. Maybe for now it's very difficult to get some closure or some reconciliation if it has been a conflict, no, or a painful event or a painful situation between people that you care about. Maybe at this time it's not possible, but who knows, maybe in the future when you have healed, when they have healed, maybe there's a possibility in the near future. Maybe also when both of you are already matured, maybe there is a possibility in the future. Or maybe in the future, as you undergo further transformation in your life, what you thought was really valuable at this time might no longer, you might be wiser and you would realize that what happened was really for the best. We do not know. But also you need to accept the reality that right now you are in sorrow. Yeah, you have to accept that. And at the same time also you cannot deny that there are new cups that are coming. So if certain relationship cause you pain right now and you couldn't do anything about it, maybe it's a chapter that you need to let go for now. Who knows, a new chapter might open in the future. But for now, I think you need to let go. The universe has a reason why such things happen. And it's always for our best. Even if we somehow couldn't see how it could be for our best, there is a reason. It is for our best. Later on, you will understand. In hindsight, by looking back in the future, when you look back, you will realize, it was for the best. Okay. Now, the challenge for you right now is to turn around and see the new cups that are being offered and allow yourself to be healed with the appearance of these two new cups in your life. The river of life continues to flow. Go with the flow, allow the universe to lead you to that silent waters where you will find healing. Okay. This is what I can feel. I cannot find anything anymore. So the main energy right now is letting go, closing a chapter, painful as it is, you have to let go. Okay. For some of you, well, this is the last day of the year 2022. So it can be also letting go of certain things that you no longer are using, you no longer are doing, you no longer feel are beneficial to you. It could be bad habits, no, bad diet, bad company, or yeah, addictions, no, something you need to let go, because a new year is coming and new possibilities are there. So it's time also to make, well, for some of us, I guess all of us have at least some New Year's resolution. That's the beauty of life also. We can always begin again. Some things make it might be painful for us, but you can always say, I wish I can change it, but I know I cannot. It's already done. It's already over. But I can begin again. And this time I'll try to do better. Well, now let us try to see what is the challenge that you will encounter today. Okay. Well, it seems that you will be on fire, and there will be people who are also on fire. Okay. And yeah, just be careful not to lose your not to lose your patience. Is it related to here? I do not know. I do not know if it's related to this one. Okay. There is a danger of having some arguments because you are on fire and other people are on fire. You know, it depends on how you direct the energy. Because you can be on fire and you share it with other people, and other people become inspired also like you and are set on fire. And so you both go into the same direction. All of you are on fire. And the whole group accomplishes something beautiful. Okay. Now, if you are on fire of a certain idea, and they are also on fire of other ideas, no, the challenge for you is to learn to listen also. Who knows? Maybe their idea might somehow add and help the idea that you have. You know, two good ideas, when they are brought together, will be a greater, yes, it will be much stronger. No, you know how it is. Like, for example, somebody suggests something, he's on fire, and the other one suddenly gets a more idea, and they added to that, and then the flame increased, and then some other people added their flame, and then it grew. So it's like, yeah, being inclusive at the same time also, respecting the fire that other people have, and being in a receptive mode, also being inclusive, even if sometimes their opinion, you might not agree completely to their opinion, you can say always, there might be something in that opinion. Okay, being open-minded, I think, being open-minded, open-hearted to receive. No? I think you are in a situation right now where you can have a bird's eye point of view. You can look at the forest from above rather than being lost within the forest itself. No? You can be like an eagle. You can detach yourself from the situation and see the big picture in order for you to maximize the situation. So there are a lot of people who are on fire like you. It can be that for some of you at the end of this year are in competition for something. No? Well, you can always look at the big picture, look at it at a distance, and instead of fighting against them, maybe you can work together. No? Because all of you are on fire. Many people on fire working together, wow, that would be wonderful. At the same time, it can be also that for some of you, you will be promoted. That, okay, for this coming year, we are going to promote so and so into a certain position. And then you will have a lot of people who are under you. And maybe the challenge for you is to be on fire and to set those people under your care also on fire. Well, that's another possibility that we have. Looking at this crystal ball with this church and this person with his hand, going to this statue, it's like this person walking gently But carrying a big stick, okay, somebody who's on fire, no. It can be a walking stick also, or a cane, no. And walking to the statue of a saint, no. It makes me think of the Virgin Mary, no. Walking towards the statue is like consulting the universe for guidance. Yeah, when everybody is on fire, instead of exploding, no, you take a deep breath, count 1 to 10, and as you count 1 to 10 slowly, you're already praying to the universe and saying, please give me the wisdom and the peace so that I will not explode, and instead listen, okay, instead maybe see their point of view. It's a big challenge, no, but sometimes it helps us, no. It's also beneficial not only to our spirit but also beneficial to our health, no. Strong emotions are not very healthy sometimes. Sometimes depends, no. If it's strong negative emotions, well, yeah, it will eat us up, okay. It's nice to have strong positive emotions, emotions of love, but sometimes also when you are in love, you feel like your heart is going to explode. Anyway, yeah, for some of you, maybe some people will be entrusted to you today. You can be also in a mentorship role. The universe might be sending people on fire under your care because they are undergoing certain experiences that you have already experienced. It can be related to this one. This might have been a challenging relationship, or maybe, yeah, you have to let go of certain things that you value. And that experience, maybe other people are experiencing that too. And when you share with them, you talk with them, somehow it makes things better for them also. And when you are making other people happy also, you are also helping yourself. Now let us try to see what is the advice of the universe for you today. Yes. The wheel of life continues to turn and things will be better soon. And relationships now will mend. You see here, all the cups are upright. If all the cups have fallen down in the past, just allow the universe to guide you, and sooner or later all the cups will be okay already. And it will be a colorful one. There will be the colors of the rainbow in it. And everyone will be happy, especially within your family. So whatever it is, I think things will get well. And I think you will have it's as if the universe is saying, just, accept certain things like this, be on fire, but at the same time, you see, you should have good boundaries also. It's like the person is saying, oops, you're until there only. Okay, I think there's something about having good boundaries here. You are in a distance, you're a little bit on the higher ground. At the same time, you know how it is when people are so excited, they want to take a lot of your time. Especially if you're a person who is on fire. People sometimes tend to take advantage of you because they know they can benefit from you because you're somebody who's on fire. Yeah. So it can be also that this one is also like you should have good boundaries wherein you help people, but up to a certain extent that your family will not suffer. It can be. This can be also that because you are being promoted to a higher position, you are looking back with sorrow to the position that you used to have and you enjoy so much. But it's time for you to let go. Maybe it can be also. But whatever it is, it seems that the universe is saying, don't worry, things will get well. And it's something related to your family, your children, your wife, you, or your husband and you will find happiness in it, and also some form of stability. And whatever causes you maybe this can be struggles also, communications. Just have good boundaries, while at the same time remaining gentle and loving, thoughtful, things will get well. I feel that is the message for you right now. Well, I hope this resonates with you. We are now going to the second part of Good Morning Tarot, which is some self-help tips. Okay, self-help tips. I should have placed it here. Okay, anyway, let's go to the second portion. Okay, for our self-care tip for today, we have this card, and it says here, self-compassion is simply giving the same kindness to ourselves that we would give to others. Okay, it took me some time to reflect on this one because it has multifaceted messages. Okay, it's like we should also be kind to ourselves as much as we are kind to others. So it means, yes, we are generous to others, but also we should be generous to ourselves. I mean, we should have good boundaries. We are kind to other people, but also we are careful not to let other people take advantage of us. We should also have the ability to say no. No. So it's like you should have a me time. There should be a time for work where you give your best for the world, but also there should be a time for you and your family. You know. Actually, it's not only having time for your family, but also having a personal time just for you. So it's like learning to put a balance. No, sometimes we are too preoccupied with one area, like for example, too preoccupied with work, that the other people that you value, you no longer have time for them. Sometimes we hide from the reason of saying, oh, but my work is for the benefit of my loved ones. But it's different. I mean, we work for our life and also the lives of the people we value. But if we no longer have a chance to share love or spend time with our loved ones, then it defeats the purpose. No? So somehow learning to schedule time for work, time for family, and time for yourself. Something like that. Learning to have good boundaries, learning to say no, learning to make people respect also that you need to take care of the golden egg, or the goose that lays the golden egg. Even if they want the golden egg, if they want to receive the golden egg, they have to take care of the goose, or the golden egg will stop. Okay, stop coming. Okay, so somehow, learning to say, to be kind to yourself also. No, so it's not just giving and giving, but you also need to take care of yourself. That's one of the reflections that I have. No. Another thing is that oftentimes we are, which I think is being said also in the book, and that is the one that made me think for some time. No, sometimes we have hesitation of helping others, having hesitation of giving our skills and our talents to the world. Maybe because it's of there is a fear. There are many aspects of fear. Fear that we could be rejected, that what we give will not be appreciated. No, there's always that fear. So there is the feeling of hesitation of sharing it. Sometimes there's even fear. Like for example, if you know you sing well, okay, sometimes when you're about to perform, you are ashamed, you are afraid, you are a little bit anxious, or maybe a little bit nervous, because you are afraid that people might not like the song that you will sing, something like that. It is the fear of rejection. No. But then again, the handbook seems to be saying, there is a certain gift that you receive when you give. Like for example, even if there are fears of rejection, fears of not living up to the expectation of others, no, and still you give generously to others, there's a certain gift that you receive in return. It's like recognizing that all of us are interconnected, and that when you do a kind deed on somebody, you're actually doing a kind deed to yourself. Like for example, you see somebody is suffering, you feel their pain. And when you help them, it's as if you are helping yourself because the pain in your heart also disappears. It's because, yeah, it's like you're interconnected. It's like every part of the body is connected to the other. If your finger was pricked by something, the pain in your finger affects the whole body. Unless you attend to the pain, then the whole body suffers. It's like having a toothache, no? The pain in the tooth emanates to the whole body and it affects the whole body. If we tend to the toothache, then the whole body also recovers. If we develop a certain headache, no, the headache affects the whole person. The person cannot function well. But if you attend to the headache, then finally the whole body feels good. So we are all interconnected. So when we do kindness also, when we reach out, when we care and love completely, letting go of the fear of rejection, letting go of whatever feelings that we might have, no? Like, for example, we feel that we are losing something by giving to them. Well, actually, somehow the book says that when you give to them, you are actually receiving something also. It's like what goes will come back. What you give will come back. The universe has a way to letting it, to replenishing it. No, universe hates vacuum. So when you let go of something in order to share it with others, the universe will immediately refill that space that you have lost. If your cup is emptied out of generosity, the universe will immediately fill it up. So you will be constantly a cup that is overflowing. Well, that's one insight you can consider. Now, this is the challenge. Reach out to a loved one you trust for advice. You know, sometimes even if they cannot have a good advice for you right now, sometimes just having somebody that you can talk to and you know will not reject you and will accept you, actually they are a treasure to us. Sometimes sometimes if you do not say anything to them, they know already and they just silently be with you. Sometimes it's like that, no? Just having somebody to talk to, even if they don't give you an advice, they make you feel better already afterwards, no? It's the same also with your pets, no? You know, you take your pet for a walk or you cuddle with your pet, no? And then you can tell them your troubles, no? Even if they cannot give you the solution, or although sometimes their antics would give you some insights on how to solve your problems. Well, they become instruments of the universe for you to find the answer. But although even sometimes they just sit there and sleep and they just accompany you and you are crying in one corner and they are just there, maybe also feeling your pain and they feel helpless but they want to comfort you, but they know they cannot. No. Even friends are like that also. There are sometimes there are moments in our life when you are in that point, in that area within you where even the closest person couldn't do anything to relieve you of your pain. The only thing they can do is to just be there beside you silently, just like a pet, no? And somehow their presence is already a big thing. You can be also the friend, even in your helplessness, just being there. Yeah. Well, this is what I can see here. Let us now try to read from the handbook that accompanies it, and maybe we can get some more insights regarding this one. Okay. Now, there are two topics here: internal gratitude and external gratitude. So, see, the word they use is gratitude, being thankful. Interesting, no? It says here, mental, emotional, and physical. So it's something that you address your mental, your emotions, and also your body. When we share what is happening in our lives, in our minds, and in our hearts, whether questions, struggles, or joys. Okay, so it's not just helping people, but sharing what we are experiencing in life. We may not always receive what we think we are looking for from those we reach out to. Yeah, yeah, it's like that also. No? You know, sometimes you expect that you will be cuddled, and then suddenly the person you approach would say, "Hey, stand up and face the music." Okay, but then they make you think, and then you realize, they might have a point here. Okay, anyway, um, yet in the very act of reaching out, we strengthen our ability to see ourselves more clearly and speak out our truths. Yeah, you know, sometimes when you just open up what you feel to another person, they might react in a different way than we expected. Yeah, we might get hurt also in a way. But in a certain sense, being able to share it is like having a sounding board, you know. It's like having a wall before you. You throw the ball and the ball bounces back to you. And somehow things becomes exciting already. You might even find a solution with your, okay, something about sharing that, yeah. So, yet in the very act of reaching out, we strengthen our ability to see ourselves more clearly. Yeah, sounding board. When we share it with somebody, new insights come. It's like some things are unblocked, and then we get to see what used to be or what previously seemed to be unclear. And speak out our truths. Okay. When we give of ourselves to others, this is the gift that cannot be taken away. Yeah. When you give your time and your love to others, it is a gift that you give to them that other people cannot take away from them. Okay. At the same time also, when you give to them, you are actually giving yourself a gift. Because when you see other people happy, you also feel happy. Yeah, the interconnectedness again. And it is a gift that you cannot be taken away. The joy of the giving is something that people cannot take away from you because it is yours already. Interesting. Okay. When you share your thoughts and feelings with others, how does your body feel? This is very interesting to try to see also what we feel when we give. Are you tense or are you relaxed? Warm or cold? Okay. Are you happily giving it or are you reluctant of giving it, but you, in resignation, you said, okay, you can have it. Something like that. Anyway. Are you aware of your body at all? Okay. Yeah, sometimes. So what do we give? Sometimes we are numb when we give because we are afraid of how people will react in the generous gesture that you extend. So we try to make ourselves numb, sort of like to prepare ourselves to whatever reaction we will receive. Interesting. Take some time today to notice how your body feels when you communicate with others. Okay. So it is more of not just giving, but communicating with others. Yeah. Do we feel relaxed with ourselves? Are we confident enough? Do we feel that what we give to others is actually the special song that only you can sing, only you can give? And if you do not give it, the world will be a lot less richer than it would have been if you had a lot less richer, no? If you would not say it or if you would not sing it. No? And that the world is a lot richer if you will say it and if you will share it. Something like that. Okay. External gratitude, relational, community, creative work. Do you share often with your community? Do you welcome others to share of themselves with you? Do you tend to share in person or by phone, directly or virtually, in writing or in art? What boundaries do you uphold between yourself and your greater community? And how do these boundaries challenge or protect you? Okay. I guess this is just, I guess this is a moment right now for us to assess the situation right now. Is the boundary just right? You know how it is when you don't have any boundaries, people run over you and people take advantage of you and you feel used. Sometimes you even feel abused because they take advantage of your generosity. Okay, without giving something in return. You know how it is, you feel at the end of the day you feel like you've been dragged across the ground because people took advantage of your generosity, and you feel you've been robbed of something. You feel tired, and you know how it is. Sometimes energy vampires, they drain you after they take your time, and then at the end you feel so tired, something like that. No, so generosity up to a certain extent, but at the same time also we can have a so strong boundary that we no longer reach out to other people. I don't know the reason for the boundary. It can be fear, it can be past hurts that now you are strong boundaries. So too much strong boundaries also might prevent you from enjoying also the company of people, enjoying also the possibility of new relationships that might be much better than the relationship we've had in the past. So I think it's more of taking the middle ground, of sharing, but at the same time not being taken advantage of. Well, these are the insights that I can get from these self-care cards. I hope it has become sort of like a jumping board where you can gain more insights, and more insights will come, and more insights will come. Well, anyway, so this is our reading for today for Good Morning Tarot. Thank you for the likes and the comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing, and if you feel this will help somebody, don't hesitate to share it with them. I hope to see you again next time. Until that moment, may God continue to bless your ways.